Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I am yeah, we're gonna have a great call. So hang on, I am grabbing your thing right here. So yeah, sorry about the internet pooping out and my my computer deciding that like no, we're just not gonna work right now. That doesn't normally happen.
All good.
Except of course for somebody's very first call.
Right.
Awesome. Okay. Let's do this. All right. So where do you want to start? What's going to make this super powerful for you?
I think we need to work on libs first.
Okay.
Because I've been struggling with depression this week, and it's probably partly because I've been skipping my meds, but also I think there's a bunch of behaviors that I want to change that I think are contributing to my depression, and I've tried to change them in the past, but I think that we need to work on some libs to change them.
Okay, awesome. So yes, I think that is a great place to start. Tell me why you're not taking your meds.
I just have been feeling really, really good. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't need them anymore. And I do that every once in a while.
Okay.
But I've recommitted and back on. They're right by my bedside. So I take them first thing in the morning.
Great. What are you on?
Fluoxetine, which is Prozac, and Wellbutrin.
Okay, awesome. Two fantastic antidepressants. I've been on
Yes.
Prozac before, never been on Wellbutrin, but I've only ever heard good things from my girlfriends who have been on Wellbutrin. So
cool.
Wonderful. So, I mean, there's some that just make you feel like a zombie. So I'm like, oh, I can understand why not wanting to take a med if it's just making you feel like you're totally detached. But those you shouldn't be having that experience with. So, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let's talk about the behaviors that have been contributing to your depression.
Okay, so I wrote down what I want, or the things that I've tried to change before that haven't worked. So I tend to not keep my house clean. Like I won't do my dishes. I won't put my laundry away. I will just throw things on the ground.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I think that the belief behind that, the reason I do it is because I believe that it's boring to clean up and it takes too long and the house never actually gets clean and it gets dirty right afterwards.
Okay, does it last?
Yeah, because I do like a clean house. I like having it nice, but I guess I don't believe that I can actually get there. So
okay.
And then the second behavior is escaping through sleep and TV.
Okay.
And basically that those are my default activities. If I don't have something that I have to do, then I choose one of those.
Okay.
And the belief behind that is I'm tired and these are the most enjoyable things to do. And then the third one is I want to work out and eat healthy, which ever since I've gotten my gallbladder on my side and haven't been having troubles with that, I've been like, oh, I can eat whatever I want now. So I'm just eating crap.
Okay.
So the belief behind that is that it takes too much work to get any results. It's boring, tedious, and it's just a lot of work.
Okay.
Two more. So the fourth one is I procrastinate a lot. Yeah, I procrastinate and I want to stop doing that.
Okay.
I want to be able to wake up and just get to work. And the limiting belief is that I'm too tired. I don't have enough energy. and I just enjoy vegging out. And then the last one is I want to read my scriptures, and not just scriptures, but I want to, read my scriptures, do my classes, listen to my modules, do all the things that I want to do, but the limiting belief tells me it's boring, takes too much effort, I don't have energy, and there's not enough time, and it just feels like drudgery. So those are the things that I want to change.
Okay.
That I think will help set a good foundation, because I also notice that when I'm tired all the time, I don't want to work on my goals. And I think these things will also help with that. I don't know.
Yep. Are you tired all the time because you tell yourself you're tired all the time?
I don't know. It might be, but then I mean, I can sleep for 12 hours if I let myself, like, easily. And it doesn't feel, I mean, it feels good when I'm sleeping, but when I wake up, I feel crappy. But then when I sleep for 8 hours, I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do things today. And then I go eat breakfast and I'm like, oh, I need to go back to sleep. So I don't know, maybe I'm telling myself, and well, this probably is. It probably is a belief that I need to change, right?
Yes. Yes, for sure. And here's the thing, like, we got to get a really powerful why behind all of these things, so that when you're not feeling it, you don't default into, well, I'm too tired, so I'm just going to go lie down.
Yeah.
So why is it so important for you to change these behaviors?
Because I know that I have a purpose and I want to fulfill the purpose.
Why?
Because it will make me feel worthwhile and that I have worth.
Why is it important that you feel like you're worthwhile and have worth?
Because then there's a reason to be here.
Okay. Why is it important that you know that there's a reason to be here?
So I don't give up and do bad things.
Like what? Take yourself out of the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or drugs or whatever.
So self-destructive things?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it important? Let's talk about your beliefs. Why is it important for you to change your beliefs?
Because I have tried changing these behaviors so many times and they don't change. And I really feel like this belief that I'm tired all the time or whatever is creating this exhaustion is just something I can't power through. I can't just knock the wall down. It just defeats me every time.
So the belief actually you definitely are running a belief that you're tired all the time, but the one that's underlying everything and underscoring everything is, what's the point? Nothing will change.
Yep.
So what would you like to change that belief to?
Let's see. What's the point? Nothing will change. to there's let's see, something powerful enough to delete that belief. What's the point? Nothing will change. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna talk out loud for a second.
Yep, the spitball.
Let's see. I can change the world, or it's up to me, or what's the point?
What's your purpose here? You said you want to fulfill your purpose. What's your purpose?
My purpose is to defeat the adversary.
Really?
Yeah, and win the war and protect and defend other people who can't.
Like who?
Like people who are depressed and anxious, and they think that leaving life is their only option, or people who, yeah, mostly them.
Okay. Does that purpose fill you with a sense of exhilaration?
Exhilaration.
Does the thought of I get to defeat the adversary like want to pop you out of bed every morning?
No.
Okay. And it's not to say that that's not your purpose, hon. But like my purpose is to defeat the adversary as well. But that does not make me want to jump out of bed, because like, who am I? Who am I to win the war? Like what you're thinking your purpose is to save people. That's a really heavy calling.
Yeah.
When you don't even know how to save yourself yet.
True.
How are you going to save depressed and suicidal people?
True.
That's a huge amount of pressure. So if we have, like, we got to get you out of the savior complex, because that's crushing you.
Okay.
How would you like to defeat the adversary? Like, what lights you up about that whole, like, we're just going to kick Satan right in the teeth?
If I could just like be happy all the time and like be kind to people and love other people and have lots of friends and do fun things and be inspirational, that would help.
Okay. That makes you want to get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah.
How would you like to inspire others? If you were to be inspirational, what would it be through?
I want them to just see my success and want to change their lives around too. Like, just see that from where I've come and where I am now, and I can, break codependency. I can be happy. I can be rich, or whatever. Like, I just kind of how like Science of Getting Rich says, like, the best way to help other people is to get rich yourself, because then they will see that it's a possibility and be inspired to do it themselves. That's what I would like to do.
So you'd like to be the example
Yeah.
of somebody who lives life on her terms?
Yeah.
Okay. And lives in prosperity.
Yes.
Are you a naturally happy and kind person?
Mm, it depends on my mood. When I feel good, then yes.
Okay.
But when I feel crappy, then no.
Right, right. Is there ever, like, are you a naturally optimistic person?
When things are going well, then yeah.
Okay,
But otherwise, no.
okay. So it really depends on circumstances if you're optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say your happiness kind of depends on circumstances as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So part of your purpose, you're putting, even with this, being happy and kind all the time, enormous amount of pressure on yourself, because that's not your natural state.
Yeah.
Even, and that's not to say that you're like an Eeyore all the time. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there are some people that just have lots of energy naturally, and it just kind of oozes out. And there's other people that are like, will you tone it down just a little, please?
Yeah.
And you're more like that. Will you tone it down just a little, please? Like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm content, but you don't like, spring forth with
Yeah.
all of this energy, and that's completely fine. And so we've got to have this, we got to have this purpose. This is going to get you out of bed in the morning, and you're like, I got to be happy and kind today. Oh, well, that's not going to work because I have no money, and I've got a job that doesn't pay me very well, and I am feeling really tired, right?
Yeah.
So if you had a purpose that pops you out of bed in the morning, and it was, you know what, today I'm going to live in prosperity no matter what circumstances tell me I can do. Does that make you want to get out of bed in the morning?
If I had the money to do it, then yeah, it would.
Okay. So again, it depends on circumstances.
Yeah.
Somebody's being the boss of you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you wanted to inspire others by being the example of one who lives life on her terms, what would that look like to you?
Honestly, it would look like doing whatever I want, like living in a beautiful place, being able to decorate my house however I want, having a comfortable bed, eating good food, taking my family out to dinner whenever I want, or buying my sister grape juice because she thinks that it's not in her budget, or getting this app for my niece because she loves it and her mom doesn't want to pay for it, or things like that. Just like being able to treat myself and the people I love.
Okay. So if you got up in the morning, or if you thought in the morning, all right, I live life on my terms and I live in prosperity. And today that looks like grape juice for my sister. It's $4. I don't have, I got $200 in my account. It's $4. And this means I'm wealthy, and I'm so wealthy I can share my wealth with others. And I can show love to my sister through grape juice, which is so far out of her budget, she won't even give herself permission. But it's in my budget because I say it is. And that's what brings more money to me. Does that make you want to get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to start small. We got to start where you are.
Okay.
And take this enormous amount of pressure that you put on yourself with living in the extreme. Because if I got up with a thought of my purpose in life is to defeat the adversary and to save those who can't save themselves, and to do that I must be happy and kind all the time, love others, have a lot of friends and do fun things and be inspirational, that makes me tired. I want to go right back to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Right? All right. And so we're not going to work on changing behaviors anymore. And I love that you found the belief behind the behavior, because we're going to change the belief, and the belief will change the behavior very naturally. But we've got to start small. And it has to be okay that we start small. So I was reading through your intake form, and I loved it. I loved your ideas, loved your thoughts, and here's some things that as your mentor, I'm bound by law, my own law, to help you be aware of. So here's my question. You said you wanted $100,000 in your bank account at all times. Like, this is what you want to accomplish in our 6 months together. $100,000 in my bank account at all times, and have $30,000 of loans paid off.
Yes.
Tell me why you need $100,000 in your bank account at all times.
Because I think that there is pretty much no idea that could pop into my head that I would want to accomplish that $100,000 couldn't accomplish.
Okay.
So basically I wouldn't, like, I have an idea, oh, I want to take my family on a vacation to Europe because they've never been there and I want to show them the things that I've seen. Oh, $100,000, I can do that right now. Let's go.
Okay. I bet you could do that in 10.
But then it would be all gone.
Oh, okay. So $100,000 then is source. And
It's what?
Is your source.
Oh.
And so if you always had $100,000, and it would never be gone.
Yeah.
So this right here is genie in the bottle, fantasy land ideas, because then you'll feel safe. Then you can do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yep.
And life will be rainbows and unicorns and puppies.
Sure. Yeah.
So right now where you're coming from is naive princess.
Okay.
And it's okay. We have all different aspects of ourselves, but she's the one that's trying to take over. I don't know how I'm going to get that. I don't have any system in place to even support that. I don't practice my piano or look for ways that I can serve others or make more money, but somehow it'll change. And all the $100,000 magically appear in my account, and I just get to play. So we want to get more into our queen with that. Okay. Now is a trip to Europe with your family a powerful purpose? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. The way that you show love is through gifts. That's one of your love languages right there.
100%.
So, yeah. Yeah, so that's an important purpose. That's a powerful purpose. And can you, and is it, are you never going to get there? Not necessarily. But to get there in 6 months is pipe dream right now. And let me tell you why. You're an accomplished pianist. And I want you to think about when you were a first-year piano student, learning the difference between the black keys and the white keys, learning how to read the treble clef and the bass clef, and thinking to yourself, you know what? In 6 months, I'm going to own Rachmaninoff. I will master Rachmaninoff. In fact, you can put anything in front of me, boom, I'll have it. Now, if you were to teach somebody piano and they came to you with, I have a little bit of piano experience, I don't really know how to read bass clef very well. If there's one sharp and one flat, I can handle that. Anything over 3 though, like, let's not go there right now. But I want you to help me master Rachmaninoff in 6 months. What would you tell her?
I would tell her, well, you're going to have to up your practice to at least 3 hours a day. We're going to have to start with technique, and you have to trust me and do all this technique first. And then we're going to relearn your note reading and see how far we get.
Awesome. So that's what I'm telling you. We're going to start where you're at, not where you want to be. We got things to do before we get to Rachmaninoff. We got things to master and milestones to achieve before that 100 grand is going to be in the bank.
Okay.
Most important is changing the belief from why bother, what's the point, nothing's going to change, into the direct opposite of that. I am powerful enough to create any reality I desire.
Okay.
How does that feel?
It feels big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So going from nothing is going to change to I'm powerful enough to create anything you desire feels like it's a little bit big for you.
It feels yeah, it feels like there's a step in between that. If
Okay.
if I could get a leg up, then I could get there.
Okay. What about everything always works out for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. That one feels like a little bit easier stretch to make.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So let's do everything always works out for me is first step. And then grow into I'm powerful enough to create anything, any reality desire. Okay. Okay. So in one of your libs, I'm going to put it in the enough category. Everything always works out for me.
Okay.
How available are you for, well, I want to gauge the pace at which you want to move through this. Now, based on your forms, you're like, I want to do this really, really, really fast, which I love.
It would be nice.
Tell me why. Tell me why the really, really, really fast.
Well, because I'm in way over my head with my current expenses versus my income.
Okay.
And because I just have thought that this was impossible for so long, and now that I'm believing it's possible, I'm like, I want it now. Like, I wanted it for so long.
Now you believe it's actually a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So here was the underlying energy I felt beneath that, was that if it doesn't come fast, it will never come at all.
Yeah.
And so I have to prove to myself, and if it doesn't come this way, then it'll actually never come. So we must get you out of that. We must.
Okay.
Because you're running a program of, it doesn't work out for me. I don't get what I want. If it doesn't come fast, it won't come at all, means what's the point? Nothing ever changes. Do you see that correlation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you got for your spiritual belief right now?
God sends me tangible evidence that the words in my head are from him, and my trust grows exponentially.
Awesome. Have you seen evidence of that?
A little bit.
Does that still feel like a powerful live to you, or do you want to create a new one?
I think I would like to create a new one that has to do with connecting with him first thing in the morning. Like that's what I want to do. That's my go-to first thing in the morning. I look forward to that.
Okay.
I mean, because this week I've been talking and it hasn't been, and it's probably because whatever, I wasn't taking my meds, but I've just been having really frustrating conversations and been avoiding talking. And I feel like I need to prime the pump every day.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Prime the pump. I prime my spiritual pump daily. And receive direct communication from God.
Yeah. Okay.
I trust that he will supply.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Is that powerful to you?
Yeah.
Because here's what I know, and I know because of my own experience and having to go through my own terror barrier over and over and over again, that when you are led, he must supply. However, we kink the hose when we go into massive amounts of fear.
Yeah.
And how, and did I make the right choice? And then the doubt and the second guessing and the spin and the monkeys start running the circus. We kink the hose. And then we're like, see what happens when I follow my intuition? It hurts me. It leads me off a financial cliff. Look what happened. All right. Instead of continually going back to the certainty, I know this is my next step. This felt right. Nothing else matters. In over my head with expenses, it doesn't even matter. 100 grand in my account is not my source. God is my source. And he has given me this fabulous opportunity to prove it to myself. But there are specific things I must do and a specific approach I must take in order to unkink the hose and to open up other channels so that he can help me. One of the most important things for me to do is to get out of this. It has to happen fast. It has to happen fast. It has to happen now.
Okay.
Because in that moment, I'm not connected to God as my source. I'm connected to not having it because I keep looking around. Where is it? 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 It's not here yet. It should be here by now. All right. So
Okay.
awareness. Another thing, you thought it was impossible for so long, and now you believe is actually a possibility. And so we're gonna massage that. We're gonna milk that. Like, I finally got out of this is impossible to now I believe it's possible. I'm gonna stretch just a little bit past that and decide that this is possible. I'm going to decide that this is reality in some dimension.
Okay.
All right. How does that feel?
Good.
Because we got to keep you in the now rather than future tripping into, oh crap, I've only got 5.5 months left of coaching, and what if nothing changes? Like, we got to get you out of that. Oh, and stay far away from that. Okay. So I've decided this is a reality. In some dimension, this is real. In some dimension. And right now, the dimension of my mind, it's real. And that's exactly where it has to start. Because scriptures tell us everything is created spiritually before it's created temporally.
Okay.
So we get to create your prosperity. We get to create your financial relaxation and your zero balance on all your loans and growing your bank account to 100,000 and beyond. We get to start right here in your mind. That's where it has to start. So that you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how available for you, to what degree of intensity / focus / discipline are you available for?
I'm basically, yeah, I'll whatever. I can go as very, very intense, very focused.
Excellent. That's what I was hoping you would say. That's what I knew you would say, but I want to make sure I have your permission before I tell you how deep we're going to dive and how intense this is going to be. Now, let me tell you what I mean by intensity. It's the level of commitment. It's the whatever it takes energy. It's the obsession.
Okay.
But we're going to obsess now, not about the how and not about the circumstance and not about the when. We're going to obsess about where's my frequency? How committed am I? What have I done so far today? I'm tired. I don't feel like it. That's going to be your biggest battle for the first little while.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a daily choice you get to make, I think, several times a day because of the pathways that have been laid. And that's okay, Lydia. So first, I just have to say, like, it's okay. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not putting in the right amount of intensity or the right amount of commitment when you are continually having to choose between doing your morning routine or another 15 minutes, which turns into 2.5 hours in bed.
Yeah.
Between listening to your libs and being engaged in your libs when the novelty has worn off, or vegging out in front of the TV.
Okay.
All right. And so just know that that's going to be part of it. And I want your mind on a very, very short leash right now. Very short leash. All right. Lots and lots of awareness. Now, one of the reasons why you have full-on access to me through Voxer is so that when you find that you're like feeding the leash out, you can be like, this is not helping me. I'm going off a cliff, actually. I got to help. I got to have Allison help me yank that leash back. We need to pop the leash.
Okay.
All right. And so when you're not feeling it, because believe me, hun, you have trained yourself not to feel it for a long time.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I'll do it later. When that is coming up, that's when you pop that leash. And I want you to write this down, and I want you to put it everywhere in your apartment. I am committed, regardless of thoughts, moods, feelings, and emotions.
Thoughts, feelings, moods, and emotions.
Yes. And in fact, I want you to put, I am out of my mind committed, or committed out of my mind, whichever one feels better to you.
Okay.
And I want you to put that everywhere. Because what happens when you're like, I am serious about this, and I'm going to do this, the universe says challenge accepted.
Okay.
Right at the very beginning. And so this is where you get to just double up and double down on your commitment. I am committed out of my mind, regardless of thoughts, moods, feelings, and emotions. But I'm so tired. And yet I am going to do my morning routine. And if I sleep through half of it because I'm so groggy, then that's what it's going to look like for the first little while. But I'm going to make the effort, and I'm going to expect to be blessed because of it, with energy to last throughout my day. Okay. Now, when you are needing pumps like this, when you need help priming the pump, that's when you box me. I need help priming the pump. This is where I'm falling down.
Okay.
So then I can help you pop that leash again. Now, all of these things I'm going to tell you to do, you're going to feel really excited about doing them. Like, oh, this is going to be so fun. This is going to be so easy. This is what I want to do. And then the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak comes into play. So you got, and then you got, within 3 weeks, the novelty will wear off. And then you're like, oh, now I'm just into the day in, day out routine again. So we're going to keep mixing it up. But I just want to prepare you for what's going on so that you can be very empowered through every step of the way and not let anything be bigger than you are.
Okay.
So we have different levels of people and different levels of problems. And you can be a level 3 person with a level 10 problem and it consumes you. Or you can be a level 10 person with a level 3 problem and it's not a big deal. The power in this is you get to choose. Am I a level 3 person? Even with a level 4 problem. If you've got a level 4 problem and you're a level 3 person, it still consumes you.
Yeah.
It's still bigger than you. If you can be a level 4 person with a level 2 problem or a level 3 problem, you're still bigger than it. And you get to choose, what level person am I today? Am I a level 8 person with a level 1 problem, even though the problem wants to look like a 9? What is it? Who am I going to be in this moment? Am I a level 10 Lydia, or am I a level 2 Lydia right now? Now, we're not going to banish you from sleep or banish you from TV, because those are two things that can actually really enhance your life. We just have to use them correctly. Right now, you're using them to escape. We want to use them to enhance.
Okay.
All right. And so you get to be really, really conscious about, am I enhancing or am I escaping? Oh, I want to escape right now. Okay. Well, I want to use this to enhance. So right now I'm not turning on the TV because that's just going to escape. But for the next 15 minutes, what can I do for the next 15 minutes that actually, I got to immerse myself in prosperity thinking for the next 15 minutes. And then I'm going to allow myself 2 episodes because it's going to enhance, not escape. How does that feel? Feel good?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. What book are you reading right now?
I am finishing up the the favored one.
Oh, awesome. Okay. The Power of Favor.
Yes. And I'm actually halfway through Badass at Making Money as well, but I put it on hold because I was reading both of them at the same time. So, but I put that one on hold for a second.
Okay.
But I did start it.
Okay. How close are you to finishing up Power of Favor?
I'd say 2 or 3 chapters.
Okay. I want you to finish those and then pick up Badass again.
Okay.
And then I want you, are you listening to them or reading them?
Listening. But I have the books. I have the physical books.
Okay. I want you to finish up Power of Favor listening, but I want you to pick up the physical book and read Badass.
Okay.
That's going to help you focus more. That's going to help you immerse more. Because right now, the name of the game is saturating yourself in wealth consciousness. That's how we're going to stretch. That's how you're going to get money in your account. That's how you're going to get to financial relaxation. And you're going to start with grape juice. You're going to start with, I want something to decorate the house. Maybe it's fresh flowers.
Okay.
You're going to start there where it's within your budget, but it's not something that you normally allow yourself to purchase.
Okay.
Let's talk about where you are and where you want to be. So we're going to stair step you to this because that's really how you quantum leap, is by stair stepping your way to it. And so right now we know financially your comfort zone is $2,700 a month because that's how much you're making. So that's where your financial frequency is. That's where you might not like it, but that's your comfort zone. That's what you're familiar with.
Okay.
So the next step after that is your safety zone. Now, safety zone is not 100,000. Actually, your 100,000 is way past even your danger zone.
Okay.
Right? So what would be your safety zone? What would be the next milestone? Financially, that would be safety zone.
Well, with my current expenses, so is the safety zone, is there like, what's after the safety zone? Is there like comfort
Stretchy.
zone?
Stretchy. So we're in comfort zone. Comfort zone is 2,700.
Oh, okay.
So you got safety and then stretchy and then danger.
Safety, I think, would be like 10,000 a month because that's what would cover my expenses.
Okay, 2,000 to 10,000 right now is too big of a jump.
Too far. Okay. 5,000?
Almost double, that's too far.
Oh, wow. Okay. 3,000?
What if we did 3,500?
Okay.
Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Does that feel reasonable?
I don't know. Okay, so
does 3,000 feel more reasonable to you?
Yeah.
Okay, we can go there. It's important to start where you're at and to stretch from where you're at. So bring it in. So bring it in 300. So bring it in $300 a month extra.
Well, because I just for the past 3 months, I've been making money from both of my jobs. But now that it's summer, I'm not getting paid from the school job anymore.
Okay.
So I'm actually down to like 1,800 probably.
Okay. So 3,000 does feel like a stretch then.
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay. Okay, cool. What would feel stretchy to you? Like the butt clenching stretchy.
Stretchy. 5,000?
Okay. And then what's danger? Like impossible.
10,000?
Yeah. I would say 8 is even danger and impossible. Because here's the thing, 8,000, about 8,400 a month gets you 100 grand a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's not 10,000. It's only 8,400.
Okay.
So, and it's really important to understand where we're at. We got to have our baseline, and then what we're leaping into and what we're stepping up into, because I don't want you feeling like your next step is actually 4 steps away, because then you're going to look at it and be like, there's no way. I'll pump myself up, but I'm actually running a belief that there's no way. This one is impossible. So this is good, because right now our big goal is 3,000 for now. All right. And I want you to know I started here too, Lydia. And it wasn't that long ago that's where I started. In fact, safety zone of 3,000 felt like almost impossible. 5,000 was danger. 5,000 was impossible for me to get to. And I would pump pump myself up and I'm like, you are worth it. I didn't know how to change my beliefs at the time. And so it was incredibly painful and so, so scary. But I have been where you are. And I was thinking today, wow, what a journey. Now your journey is not going to take as long as mine did because I didn't have the tools that I'm teaching you.
Okay.
But it's going to take, let's say that it takes you 2 years to get to 100 grand. And in the meantime, you wake up in the morning easily and inspired because you live in prosperity and you prove yourself that to yourself every day. You've decorated your apartment the way that just feels so juicy to you. You get to surprise your niece with the app that she wants. You're taking your family to dinner. You're consciously and powerfully getting smaller and smaller and smaller balances on anything that you owe. And you're watching your bank account grow and grow and grow every month. Is it okay if you're experiencing a life like that it takes 2 years to get to 100,000?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we want, is the experience of that as you naturally grow into 100,000. Because if I were just like, all right, we're going to cram this into you, first of all, your subconscious is not going to have anything to do with that, because we got to court it. We got to persuade it. We've got to like tempt it and seduce it, not force it and compel it and make it. And we got to be okay with the process. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you do this, you'll get to 100 grand and you'll get beyond it.
Okay.
It feels important that I tell you this. When I first started my business, I was listening to lots of different business podcasts, and they were talking about like how long it takes to make a profit and how long it takes to make any money. And one person that I listened to, I don't even remember who he was, but he said, it took me about 2 years to get to 100,000, but you've got to be really diligent. You've got to be focused. He was like, you got to grind it out. Like, you've got to be willing to really, really focus on this for 2 years. And I remember thinking to myself, am I willing to really have focused attention and grow my business and do whatever it takes for 2 years if there's $100,000 at the end of it? And my answer was yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If it takes 2 years, I found out later that that's actually a very short time frame to get to 6 figures. 2 years is pretty short. It took me just a little over 2 years to get to 6 figures. And then 4 months later, I was at multiple 6 figures. So the first 6 figures are the hardest to get to. And they take the longest because of all of the stuff going in your mind. So we just got to clear that out and just saturate yourself and pump yourself filled with all of the wealth consciousness and all of the belief and all of the empowerment.
Okay.
All right. Are you willing to do that?
Oh, yes.
Are you willing to let the timeline be decided by God and not you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you willing to trust that He will supply?
Yeah.
Are you willing to be surprised along the way?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So this is what I want you to start working on. Let's go back to your libs.
Okay.
Let's see. So we've got for enough. Everything always works out for me.
Mm-hmm.
We've got spiritual. I prime my spiritual pump daily and receive direct communication from God. I trust that He will supply. Actually, I want to take will out, that He always supplies. How does that feel?
Good.
Okay. All right, so we've got enough. We've got spiritual. Let's talk money. What have you got running for your money to live right now?
Right now, I have, I love the work I do and I am well compensated for it. God is drenching me in wealth and favor.
How do you like that one?
I
Or not resonating with it? Okay, got it. What if in money we put I live in prosperity every day?
Okay.
How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels like something that I have control over more than the other one.
Yes. I'm feeling this underlying, like I need to feel like I'm in control with things that are out of control. So we're going to control what you can. You absolutely can control whether or not you're priming your spiritual pump daily. You can control your level of trust that God always supplies. And as you move out and move forward, then your trust will grow. You can control whether or not you live in prosperity every day. Everything always works out for me. You can control your level of belief on that for sure.
Okay.
Okay, relationships.
Right now I have, I communicate genuinely, clearly, and I'm charming and charismatic.
How do you like it?
It's fine, but I'm wondering if I could change it more to like my relationship with like myself or my house. Like I was thinking that could be the one that I change for, like I keep my house clean because it makes me feel good and I'm worthwhile or something like that.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So it's easy for me. It's easy for me to clean my house. Hang on, there's so many things that are coming through. I easily and joyfully keep my house in order.
Yeah.
Because I am worth it. And so is my house.
And yeah. And my life reflects the order of my house, kind of.
Okay.
Or something. Yeah. Basically, I'm worth it. Yeah. I'm worth it and I enjoy it.
And here's the thing. As you keep your house in order, you will make more money because money is attracted to order.
Okay.
I easily and joyfully keep my house in order because I'm worth it and I enjoy it.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to stay here for just a minute because we're going to do some hacks. We're going to do some hacks around this. When you look at everything that needs to be done, you go into overwhelm and you go into tired. Like that's your default. That's your go-to is tired and I'll do it later. I don't want to do it right now. And so one of the ways that you're going to be committed out of your mind is by taking little baby bites out of things. So for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to set the timer and I'm going to work just on the laundry. And if I get the laundry done, if I get the laundry finished before 15 minutes is up, so much the better. If I want to work on something else, then I can if I feel like it. But if not, then I don't have to because I've done what I committed to do in keeping my house in order.
Okay.
All right, so I want you to start in 15-minute increments. Generally, what you're going to find is that after 15 minutes, you're in a groove and you feel good and you want to keep going because it feels so good. And even while you're cleaning, oh, it feels so good to clean off the counter. Oh my word, it feels so good to have these dishes cleaned. It feels so good to have everything put away. I love this. This is so easy. I am worth it. Oh, look at how prosperous I am. Look at how wealthy I am. I want you to be talking to yourself like that. Play music, jam out to music while you're doing it. Sing silly songs, make up silly things as you're cleaning. I'm so wealthy. This is what rich women do. Oh, I love this. I got so much money. I mean, silly things.
Okay.
That's going to get into your subconscious too because you're being playful.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Money, enough, spiritual. What else have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the next category? Health. Let's do health.
Oh, health, yes.
What have you got running right now?
Okay, right now I'm excited to get out of bed each morning because I'm well rested and bursting with energy. But I thought that we could get even a level, like dig a little deeper than that. Something like I enjoy fresh foods and exercise because they make me feel prosperous, mature, and satisfied.
I like, tell that to me again.
I enjoy whole foods and exercise because they make me feel prosperous, mature, and satisfied.
I like it. Do you want to add that to I easily get out of bed in the morning?
I was thinking that if I could implement that, then the easily get out of bed would just kind of fall into place.
Let's play with it for the next month and see.
Okay.
And I want you to take out, they make me feel. I want you to put, I enjoy whole foods and exercise because it means I am prosperous, mature, and satisfied.
Okay.
And the goal.
Okay. The goal. So my goal should be my next jump, right? Making $3,000 a month.
Yes.
Okay. So my target goal has been God brings the people and opportunities to me that allow me to triple my income. Should I keep that or?
No, I want it to be, I joyfully make $3,000 a month.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Let's set up your morning routine while we're here. I know we're going over just a few minutes. Generally, the first call goes over just a few minutes. Are you okay to hang with me here for a few more minutes?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Absolutely. So currently you have no morning routine, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And what time are you getting up in the morning?
Like 7:30.
And is that, and then what time do you take a nap?
Well, I wake up at 7:30. I go to work at 8, get home around 5, and
And
either watch TV or take a nap.
and then veg the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you're up long enough to like roll out of bed, get dressed, shove something in your face, and then go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I have your permission to go intense.
Yes.
Okay. You're up at 7:30. I want you up at 6. For now.
Hey.
Hey, be happy I didn't tell you 5.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going to work you to 5, but we'll start at 6. That's already 90 minutes. So there are 4 things that I want you to focus on in your morning routine: reading, writing, meditation, and movement.
Okay.
So and what's going to help you get up is your why. I want to connect with God. I want him. I must prime my spiritual pump daily, and this is me priming the spiritual pump so that I can receive direct communication from God. This is why I'm doing this. And believe me, your body is going to scream if it's not already screaming at you. And so when you have that powerful why, I got to commune with God, and I'm going to talk with him, and he's going to talk to me like he talks to Nephi, and like he talks to Moses, and like he talked to Joseph Smith. Like, he's going to talk to me because they're no greater than I am. All right. So this is what we're going to do. So I want you reading something spiritual. I recommend the Book of Mormon and Come Follow Me.
Okay.
Now we've got 90 minutes. And so I want you to do 30, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. I want you to do 30 minutes of reading.
Okay.
How are you with journal writing right now?
I do it once in a while.
Okay. So I want you to do, I want you to do 20 minutes of writing. I want you to do 15 minutes of meditation. 50, 75. Are you doing any exercise right now?
No.
Okay, I want you to do 15 minutes of movement.
Okay.
Do you have a gym membership? Do you have anything like that right now?
There's a gym at my complex.
Oh, awesome. Spend 15 minutes in the gym on the treadmill, just walking.
Okay.
Okay. Now, movement comes last. All right. The reading, writing, meditation can go in whatever order you want it to. You're gonna set the timer, and reading, I'm actually gonna have you split reading. You're gonna do 30 minutes total, but I want you to do like 15 minutes Book of Mormon / Come Follow Me. And then, okay, you're actually gonna do reading, writing, meditation, reading, movement, because then I want you to spend 15 minutes reading Badass.
Okay.
So we're gonna make this nice and easy. 15 minutes of reading scriptures, and then 20 minutes of writing in your journal. And this is how I want you to write in your journal. You're going to spend 3 minutes in up and out. And this is all of the garbage and the nonsense. I don't want to get up. This is retarded. Why am I doing this? Nothing's ever going to work. This is stupid. I just want to go back to bed. I'm feeling anxiety. I feel depressed. Like any of those negative emotions, up and out.
Hey.
Get 3 minutes to do it. Then I want you spending 7 minutes in wow in the now, or gratitude. Gratitude for anything that happened within the previous 24 hours. Gratitude, if you, actually that's where I want you to start. Just like anything that you're grateful for. Like, oh, at least I have a really great pillow. I love my pillow. Oh, I've got my fuzzy blanket right now, and I'm warm and comfy on my couch, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I've got my meds right here on my bedside table, and I took them today. I committed. I'm grateful that I committed. Big or small, anything in between. All right, 7 minutes of gratitude. And then you're going to do 10 minutes of miracles. Now, this is going to be the hardest part. I just want to let you know. This is the hardest part because this is where you have a written conversation with the Lord. And you ask specific questions and then get answers. So you've been doing this a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna ask the question, what do you want me to know today? How do you want me to live in prosperity? I think that would be a really great question to start with. How can I live in prosperity today? Oh, send your sister and I love you text. Oh, like whatever comes to your mind. All right. And then commit to acting on them. So if you're getting direction for something that you can't execute immediately, schedule it in your calendar. Okay, when I get home or when I'm on my lunch break, then this is what I'll do, but I got to schedule it. Otherwise, I'll forget about it.
Okay.
All right, then you're going to do 15 minutes of meditation. Now, again, you can do these in any order. Meditation, start with a guided meditation. There are fabulous meditations all over YouTube. I really like the I Am meditation by Wayne Dyer. And he gives you instructions on how to do that.
Okay.
I do, in your meditation, want you to focus on your breathing and have nice, deep breaths. Prosperity breaths. And you can even just say prosperity in, prosperity out. Wealth in, wealth out. Wealth, success, any of those really rich words like riches, blessings, prosperity, abundance, any of those.
Okay.
Just nice and light, okay? Remember, we're not trying to convince your subconscious of anything. We're persuading it.
Okay.
All right, so when you find you're going to find your mind like pushing back. No, we're not. We're not abundant. No, we're not. Oh, this is just an idea we're playing with. In one dimension, we are. So we're just in our imagination, we are. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And then 15 minutes of badass. And I don't want you to read just to get through it. Like if you have a paragraph that just strikes you, I want you to spend some time in it. Underline it, make notes next to it, dive into it, do the exercises that she tells you to do. Now, she gives you a ton of exercises, if you remember.
Yeah.
And so pick one and the one that feels lightest to you and easiest and most fun.
Okay.
All right. And then your movement, we're going to get up and move our body. So let's run down to the gym in the complex. If that is too much right now, do some stretches.
Okay.
Just waking up your body. So the name of the game for this is easy and flowing.
Okay.
All right. Does this sound like something you would look forward to?
Yeah.
It's the most amazing part of my day. It's my favorite part of my day. When you have a big enough why, I'm going to talk to God. I've got to start in prosperity energy. I have to start in feminine energy because feminine energy is the play, it's the fun, it's the mystery, it's inspiration. I have to start here. And then the masculine will come in and serve me all day long. And I'll start getting ideas about who I could reach out to if I want to accompany someone. Oh, I can put a thing on this school's website. Oh, I can look around and post something somewhere. So we got to start here because we're committed to living in prosperity, regardless of what our bank account says we have permission to do, regardless of what the loans say we can do. And it starts right there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to put in an accountability piece for this as well. So I want you to Vox me when you get up, and I want you to Vox me when you're done.
Just say, hi, good morning.
Yeah. Or I'm up. One of my clients just texts, I'm up every morning. And then he texts me, I'm done when he's done.
Okay.
Okay. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Has this been helpful for you?
Yes.
You know what we're working on.
Yes.
You know the direction and the next steps.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. What we are going to work on and that we're going to hammer, well, I hate to say hammer in, what we are going to dial in very deliberately, especially for the first month or two, is this wealth consciousness and really getting your thinking turned around before we go into, okay, do this for a way to make more money, do that for a way to make more money, because it defeats the whole purpose. It's not going to work. It's not going to work if I'm just giving you strategies.
Okay.
So just know, like, those ideas and the money and all of that is coming. It's coming because of this work that we're doing right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And you're going to start this tomorrow, yes?
Yes, I'm actually heading out on vacation today with my family for the weekend.
Okay.
But I will still do it tomorrow.
Perfect. Perfect. Let me know how that goes. Take that badass book with you. And anytime that you're slipping and you're not able to catch yourself, Vox me.
Okay.
And the times when you knock it out of the park, Vox me too, so we can celebrate.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Have a marvelous, marvelous day.
Hey, you too. And thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling. I'll get this recording rendered and then I'll send the link over to you later on today.
Beautiful. Thank
All right.
you.
Take care, hon. See you soon.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.